Hello everyone, my name's Stuart, and this is my first tutorial of what I hope to be an entire series called Blender Tricks. It is my first tutorial, so forgive me for any mistakes I may make, like I'm going too quickly or too slowly. During this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to model a diamond. This is a diamond I'm going to be modelling. It's called a brilliant round diamond. In the next episode, I'm going to show you how you can add a material to fake dispersion. Yes, let's get started with just the modelling. Now you can model it face by face, but what I'm going to do is use a shortcut, which involves going to the user preferences, and then under Add Mesh, activate Extra Objects. And now if we go to add a new object, you'll see there's a new Extra Objects menu, and under that there's Gemstones. Diamond doesn't give very good results, so we're going to select Gem. Now you'll see that once we've added the object, these parameters have been added for us to change. Good settings are 8 segments, a radius of 1, a table radius about 0.56, a table height of about 0.29, and a pavilion height of about 0.86. You can probably look up better settings here on Wikipedia or something for good diamond cuts. These are settings I find work well. So, okay, there's our basic starting point. If I go to top view, then I want this to match up with this. I'm going to rotate it around the z-axis by 22.5 degrees. I press yes, R, Z, and then typed in 22.5. Okay. Now if we go into edit mode, make sure that this setting here, limit selection to visible, isn't selected. So you're selecting on both sides of the object. And first of all, I'm going to press 3 to go into side view, 5 to make sure it's orthographic, and then I'm going to box select these vertices along the edge, well, along the center, which are the vertices along the perimeter of the diamond. And I'm going to subdivide these. And now once they're subdivided, I'm going to press spacebar and I did this tutorial before, type in to sphere, or you can use the shortcut Shift Alt S. Now once that tool is selected, type in 1 and press enter. Now you'll see that these vertices have all been aligned into a circle. We need to ensure, however, that the radius of the circle is still 1. And these out vertices have been pulled in slightly, so scale them out by pressing S and then Shift Z to ensure that it's any longer the XY plane, and ensure that it's one blending unit away, which is there. And yeah, that looks good. Next, what we're going to do is select this bottom vertex and go to Mesh, Snap, Cursor selected to place the cursor at that vertex, and then get back to side view, deselect everything, and then box select these vertices. And now, if I press S to scale, you need to make sure you're scaling around the 3D cursor. If I now press S to scale, you'll see that I'm approximately moving along these edges. And what I'm going to do is scale those down by 0.4. That drags these vertices closer to the point of the diamond. If I now go to the top view, you'll see that these vertices are slightly too close to the outer edge of the diamond. So I'm going to go into side view, deselect everything with A, and then box select these vertices. And then I'm going to scale them in by pressing S and Shift Z, and then I'm going to scale them in by about 0.9. Then if I go to side view, by doing that we've actually caused these faces to become bent. So we need to fix that and make sure that these faces are completely flat. To do that, you'll see that if we align these vertices with this outer edge, that face will become flat. And we can do that by going into side view, and then with all of those vertices still selected, press G and Z, and then move them all up the Z axis until that's just on the edge of the silhouette, which is about there. And that fixes all of those faces so that they are now all flat. And that's pretty much our diamond. If I go to, well, if I bring up the other menu, the transform menu, with the N key, I can display the normals, and you'll see that there's a problem on the top faces. This is due to the preset gem form, which seem to have these face normals pointing inwards. So let's fix that by selecting the entire mesh with A, and then go to recalculate the normals. As you can see, that's now fixed that. We now don't need to display the normals anymore, and we don't need that menu, so we can press N to remove that menu. And that's pretty much our diamond. If I now go to object mode and change this to properties, I'm just going to add make sure that the renderer is set to cycles, and now I'm just going to add a basic glass shader that's sharp with a completely white color and an index of refraction of 2.417, which is the index of refraction for diamond. Now in the settings, disable sample filters lamp, and in the world settings I'm going to use nodes and then set the color to be a sky texture, keeping all those settings the same. And then under this settings tab I'm going to tick sample as lamp. Now if I go to top view and render this, you'll see that we now have these nice arrow patterns, which is one sign of a well-cut diamond. If you don't get that, then there's probably some issue with the symmetry of the diamond. Either that or you're not viewing it straight down with the orthographic viewport. If I go to bottom view, which I set the camera as, you'll see that if I just down the Z axis to move out of it, you'll see from this view you get these sort of points here. They're quite hard to see, but they're called hearts. So from the top view you can see arrows, and from the bottom view you can see hearts, which are signs of a very symmetrical diamond cut. Okay, and that's pretty much our diamond.